Hello everyone and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I am of course your host Aaron, and today we are talking about WWE Monday Night Raw that took place in Kansas City, Missouri at the T-Mobile Center. So let's get rolling with a fresh edition of this guy right here, Aaron. Monday Night Raw started off with a big as Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Paul Heyman made their way to the ring once again for the second week in a row to announce how they are the huskiest in the business. Seth Rollins says, "We are what you need. I am here to guide wrestling into the future. There is no one better than me." And then out came, "Let's go!" Which I just found one of the biggest anti-Semitic people in the world, freaking Sami Zayn. So he is now on the boo, blink, blink, down for a very long time. Sami, you sucking fucker bastard. I put you over here on the Intercontinental title, and you did that to me, you anti-Semitic bastard. Anyway, even though your comments were deleted, not a happy guy right now. He came down the ring and said, "Seth, you're just acting like Roman Reigns. There's nothing different. You got a wise man. You're getting, a right-hand man. You are not what's best for business. You're a piece of shit." Seth Rollins goes, "Listen, dude, we've been friends for a long time. You know that I am the man who is going to lead wrestling into the future. I am the best person for the job. Sami, I am going to give you a break. Either we can beat the shit out of you and kick your ass, or you can go over to SmackDown. I'm going to give you to the end of the night to decide." So throughout the night, Sami Zayn, of course, had the inner struggles with himself, thinking, should I go? Should I not go? Paul Heyman even approached him at one time and said, "Listen, if you go to SmackDown, I can guarantee you that you will face the winner for the World Championship on SmackDown between Randy Orton and John Cena after Backlash." What a proposal. Karrion Kross even went over to Sami Zayn. Was like, "Dude, you know what the decision to make," and even had his boy Jey Uso come be like, "Look, whatever decision you make, I'ma still love you," and they embraced for a hug. I just covered the whole Sami Zayn thing until the end of the show. We had Rhea Ripley versus Roxanne Perez. This match wasn't too bad. Roxanne Perez did get a lot of offensive on Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, of course, is just so strong and so massive. She was just taking control of the match. And it came down to Rhea Ripley was setting up for the Riptide. Giulia from NXT rolled in the ring, chop blocked Rhea Ripley, caused the disqualification, and then Roxanne Perez and Giulia started beating the shit out of Rhea Ripley. Out came up Io Sky to even out the odds. During the match, Rhea Ripley also got her leg injured, by Roxanne Perez, because she's so tall. Roxanne Perez is so small, had to take down the giant. And then they got the advantage on Io Sky. When Io Sky tried to jump on the ropes, Giulia pulled out from under her. She fell over. And then Rhea Ripley ran back in and was going to beat the shit out of them, but they rolled out. And that was the end of the segment. It's probably going to be a Backlash. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Giulia and Roxanne Perez. All right, cool. Logan Paul came out and said, "Look, I have beaten AJ Styles. I beat one of your heroes. I am the best. I have now put that in the past, and now I need to move on to brighter and bigger things, such as the World Championship title." And out came Jey Uso to a huge yeet. He rolled in the ring all fired up, being like, "Listen, dog, you can't come out here. I'm a champion. I'm a fighting champion. My brother got beat up a couple weeks ago, and that gave me this fire that I got to stop being such a chump, and I got to be a man and defend my title. And if you want to kind of come at me, just bring it, yeet." And as Logan Paul was going to try to get an attack, Jey super kicked the shit out of Logan Paul, and he fell out of the ring. And Logan Paul ran away. Later on, I mentioned earlier the Sami Zayn Jey Uso embrace. Logan Paul came and punched him, and then said, yeet. So, yeah, all right. That was all right. I didn't give the Rhea Ripley thing an up or down. I'm giving that a down. And the Logan Paul thing, I'm going to give an up. And now I'm going to talk about another good match. Earlier in the night, too, there was a little segment, in the Judgment Day. Finn Balor was saying, "Hey, GD, welcome back." And then Liv Morgan's like, "Yo, you guys have a tag team title match. The winner will face the New Days for the title. You were going against the War Raiders." Finn was like, "Listen, why didn't you guys tell me about this shit? You guys have to keep me in the loop. And JD, why didn't you tell me that you were coming back?" Something's going on. Finn Balor might be getting kicked out of Judgment Day very, very soon. Anyway, this tag team match, the War Raiders versus Finn Balor and McDonough, was great. McDonough was flying all around the ring. He was the MVP of the whole thing. It came down to McDonough was going to go on the top rope to hit a move, I think, on Ivar, and then Penta came to get some revenge for last week when he was against Dominic for the IC title. He tripped him out, and then the War Raiders got the War Machine and took the victory. Becky Lynch had an awful, awful segment. She came out, she's a heel again. She talked about how she beat up Bayley at WrestleMania, so now we don't have to guess about who the fuck did that, who gives a shit anyway. I really don't care about Becky. I didn't miss her. I don't know if anyone else did. Laura Valkyrian came down and said, listen, Becky, you're a dumb shit. I can't believe somebody I would look up to will pull this kind of crap. I no longer want to be the next Becky Lynch. I am Laura Valkyrian. And I want to face you at Backlash, and I'm going to put my IC title on the line. Becky Lynch tried to get in, tried to get the best of Laura Valkyrie. Laura Valkyrie got the best of Becky. Becky rolled out, walked up to the top of the stage. As Valkyrie walked up and posed with the title, Becky came from behind and hit her and did the segment. Cool. I also want to mention that Becky Lynch said, Bayley deserved getting beaten. Bayley was on a podcast complaining about not being a bigger star. Well, Bayley saw what a bigger star looked like when Becky Lynch came on the stage at WrestleMania. That was good. In the back, Penta said he wanted a match. He's getting a match next week against JD McDonough. And as he was walking away, you saw Chad Gable. Chad Gable's like, well, you're a little douche. And guess what? I'm so glad that El Grande Americana beat your brother, Ray Phoenix, in his first integral match. And then a nice, delicious kick from Penta into Chad Gable's gut. That's going to go somewhere. Rusev had a promo about redemption and shit like that. That was garbage. There was an NXT Women's Championship match with Stephanie Valker versus Ivy Naz and with Chad Gable. This match, I'm just going to put in a nutshell. Stephanie Valker is a fantastic wrestler, great competitor. I can see big things for her. Terrific. She pulled off the victory after a series of reversals. Ivy Niles landed a spinning sidewalk slam. Ivy Niles got caught in the ropes. Valkyrie landed a dragon screw and then hit her finisher for the win. I can read words if I focus and don't try to read them too quickly, as you can see. Okay, that match is going to get an up, and the tag match is going to get a down. Didn't really care about it. I know I keep missing shit. AJ was in the back talking about future things with, what's his name, Nick Aldis, and then Dom walked in, said a bunch of shit. They're setting up Dom and AJ for a title match, I see. There was a weird Kaiser when he was licking his lips kind of thing in the back. I don't know. It was during a commercial break. Don't know what the fuck that was about. Pat McAfee challenged Gunther for the fucking for a match because last week, as I mentioned before, Gunther beat the shit out of Pat McAfee, choked him out, and also choked out whatever the fuck Michael Cole was. I'm sorry I'm going fast. I'm running out of time. And finally, Seth Rollins came to the ring, and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn said, fuck you, I'm not taking your bargain. Which other match? Braun Breaker, Sami Zayn. Braun Breaker speared the shit out of Sami Zayn throughout the whole match. And at the end, Sami Zayn got a curb stomp from Seth Rollins to end the night. And that is Raw in general. This is all getting it down because I saw no fucking CM Punk. My name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me with 8 Minutes with Aaron. I will see you next time. We grow more stuff, more things, and of course, more of me. I'll see y'all later. Bye.